Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Harika. Coming back to UiPath apps. So we've been discussing a lot of times regarding how we can switch between pages. So employee onboarding process is the use case that we've been discussing about. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can switch the pages using the drop down. So here, if you see, I am having a drop down which I have taken as a control. So if you see here, I'm having multiple pages, right? So when I click on the drop down to certain page, it's going to open me that particular page. If you see here, I'm having my home page, I'm having my personal information page. So all these are the different pages that I have. So whenever you click on that particular page in the drop down, okay, in that particular page, it's going to direct you to that page. So that's the whole agenda of this video. So how you can do that, how you can do this background binding and integration for, so that your drop down will help you to navigate to that particular page. That's what we are going to learn and understand completely from the scratch in this video. So there are a lot more things that I'm going to cover up in this video. Even though if you're a basic beginner, that's fine, because we are covering up everything right from the scratch. And also there are a lot many videos that we've seen already, like how we can switch between the pages using buttons, using tabs and all that. If you have missed that video, then definitely there are all the recordings up on my channel. You can go and check it out on the UiPath apps playlist, and also I'll put down in the description the playlist handy for you, so you can go and check it out. So yes, without any ado, let's get into the video and see how we can do this. So for this, I just have the template already in place, which is just a header and an image. So image binding, also there's a separate video, and also there are actually two videos how you can actually bind the image using storage bucket and also using URL. There are two videos up on my channel. You can check out them, how you can bind that image on your particular app. So yes, so after which I'm going to take a drop down. Okay, I'm going to pull this drop down over here into my container. Let's say I'll pull that over here. Okay, let's increase the width a bit. Okay, yeah. So I have pulled the drop down over here. Just ignore all of this. We don't need them right now, or else you can just, I'll just delete them. Make it more clear for us. Okay, so I have my drop down here, right? So in this drop down, I am going to populate the information, right? So if I just do a preview, you can just do a fast forward of this, because it usually takes longer to open and optimize this view for us. So just fast forward this part. Okay, so if you see here, I'm having multiple pages, but here we don't have any of them because we haven't linked them yet. So how you can link all these pages to this drop down is the first thing, and also from where we are actually getting these pages is the second thing. So for which, what I am going to do is, if you see here, just go to data service. Okay, you can go to data service, and here you have to create one entity. Okay, so whenever you go here and create one entity, so let me just show you HR demo entity, just save. You'll have some predefined fields already, and apart from that you can just add some information. So let's say you create one new field. I say the new field as pages. Okay, I have created one new field which is pages, and then save, after which you should keep adding the data in it. Okay, so how you can add the data? You can add the data, and here you have the field name. So as you have only one field, so here these are the system defined fields. Okay, you cannot add the data into those fields. Whenever you add the data, this particular will information will be system generated. Okay, so those fields you cannot add. As we have only one field, you can add only the data into that particular field. Okay, so I'm taking home page and then employee details page, adding upload documents. As I've already created, it's just coming up. So I'm just directly selecting it, but you have to create the data if you wanted to do it. So you inside the data, you can say there are 4. So let's say if I wanted to add one more, like review and upload is there, right? What else? Policy page. Okay. Policy page. Save. Right? We have 5 records added. That means 5 pages are there. So these 5 pages I wanted to display in my drop down. Okay. So how you can display this in the drop down is, first you need to link that entity to your app. So how you can do that? Just click on entity and then you select HR demo entity. Okay, there are 5 records. It shows there are 5 records, and then say add. So it gets added into your particular app. So here you can see HR demo entity that has pages, right? And if you go to the data, there you can see 5 pages are there. Perfect. So we have linked that entity. So this entity has 5 pages. So now you have to create an app variable. So what type of variable you should create? The variable that goes in exactly into your drop down, right? So where is your drop down? Here is your drop down. So if you see here, what is the input type for the drop down? Just click the open expression editor. It's a list source, right? What if you wanted to put some variable right into this drop down, that should be a list source. Only then it's gonna accept that particular variable. So you can just create a variable. So what is the variable name? So you can say pages. Okay, you wanted to add in the pages over here, or pages list. Okay, pages list, and you have to take list source. List source of what? You have the entity created, HR demo entity. Take that values because you wanted to take the items from here, right? You wanted to take the items from here and put it over in this particular variable. So this variable contains all the items that are there in the HR demo entity. So HR demo entity contains everything, right? It contains all of this, but you need only the pages to be displayed into your application, right? So what we are exactly doing here, we are taking everything from the HR demo entity and saving it in the pages list, right? Perfect. But now our requirement is we need only pages from what all we have taken. So everything means pages list, right? Pages list that contains everything, right? So this data dot this, we are trying to perform some filtering. Okay, so how you can perform the filtering? We are taking only certain rows or the certain data by using a link query function of x, where x contains only the pages. Okay, and dot. So what we can actually give here is we wanted to convert this to, sorry, let's keep, okay, index, because there's no default HR demo entity cannot be indexed. So why it's saying so? So this is not a data table, right? So we can just give, we are just referring to that particular uh, field, right? So if this is an enumerable, it contains all the fields. So if you see here, these are all the fields created by, created time, ID, pages, updated by, updated time. So if you see here, this particular entity, this contains, these are all the different fields, right? So what is the field that I want to fetch here is pages. So just that, pages dot to list source you can give. Okay, because this is the list source. So we are trying to fetch only the pages. Perfect. So we have given the values over here, right? So let's go and do a preview again. So first thing, we've added the items into the entity, and then we have linked that particular entity into the app, and then we have written a code to link that source into our app by using a variable of required type. So if you see here, we should be able to see. Okay, so here we are saying, okay, let's go back and see what is the issue. So let's try to troubleshoot what is the issue. So yes, what I have one more important thing that I have forgot to tell here is, before whenever you're having any drop down here and you want it to be shown through a entity, we are trying to link it from here, but again we have to make sure that all the details were set into this pages list, this particular variable. So we have to ensure that it's done. So when you're starting your app itself at the main page, go to the events, and here you can see, just like how I'm doing a set value. So here I'm just taking a set value. Okay, so here I'm taking the set value. So what is your app variable? Pages list, right? So you should set it to pages list. So what is something that you have to set? That is entity. Okay, so click on save, and then you can do a query builder, and from there HR demo entity, you can add it to that. Just click on save. That means it will fetch all the values from HR demo entity, and then it's going to put it in the pages list. So this is one more thing that you have to do. So I forgot to tell it. So you have to do it at the main page level. So now if I do a preview, so let's see the preview now. So if we do the preview, we should be able to see the items in the drop down. So once after that's done, so let's see. So yeah, here we've got all the pages that we've added it into the entity. So now the main other thing is, so if you see, I'm clicking on them, but nothing is happening. It's just getting selected and nothing is changing, right? So what you have to do is, once after you click on it, so when I click on homepage, I want the homepage to be displayed, right? So for that, what I am doing is, first thing, I'm adding a page container. So I told you why we are adding a page container, right? So if you don't know, I would again suggest you please watch the previous videos, because we've clearly seen what is the purpose of this page container, why we are using it, and how it would appear if we don't add a page container. Okay, so yes. So first thing is, once after I select the page, right? So I select the home page, then I want the home page to be displayed. And if I select the personal information page, I want that to be displayed. So just if I go here in the data, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. But if you see here, I have only 2 pages, home page and the personal information page. So to get all the pages displayed, I should first add the page. So firstly, I'm taking the page. Policy page, I'll take policy page. Let's name it as policy page. Okay, just to give one small header to just enable us to understand that it's a policy page. I'm not doing much because you guys know how to customize this based on your need. Okay, just taking one more page, which is review and submit page. Okay, review and upload. Okay, review and upload, review and upload. Okay, it's an invalid name because I just gave ampersand review and upload. Okay, done. Just copy the same header, copy and paste. Just change the name to review and upload. Perfect. Nice. So if you want to change the styling, you know how to do it. Just change it a little bit to whatever color you want, change the font, and then That's it. Okay, nice. So once this is done, we have one more page, which is, I think, upload documents page. So you can add that page as well if you want. I'll add it quickly. Yeah, upload documents page. Then just copy the same header. Okay, life has become easy with copy paste. Upload documents page. Perfect. So done. We've created all the pages. Now the main task is to link, right? So now I have my drop down here. So I have my drop down, go to create rule, and here you should have a if condition. Okay, so if what, if your value, right, if the value that you've selected in the drop down, right, the value that's selected in the drop down will be coming from here. If let me just write the expression, main page dot, you have drop down 1 dot value if it contains home, right? If it contains home, then if it contains home dot to string implicit conversion, sorry, if it contains value dot contains, it got stuck. Let me just do an escape. Okay, dot contains, show that, yeah, if it contains what, value home, then if it contains home, I don't want to, sorry, I'm really sorry, main page dot drop down 1 dot value dot contains home, right? If it contains home, if it's true, then I wanted to open a page. So what is the page that I want to open? If it contains home, I want to open home page, right? And I want to open it in a page container, right? Perfect. So otherwise, else, again, I'm having a if else condition. If it contains what, let me copy this whole thing, okay? If it contains, so you should give this values, okay? You should give this values exactly. If it contains employee details page, okay? So let's say if it is employee details page, because these are the values that goes into the drop down, so you have to make sure you give that values. Okay, if it contains this, then open a page. What page you want to open? Personal information. Okay, again, if else, if it contains, let me copy this. Okay, if it contains upload documents, it's gonna open upload documents page. Show, sorry, not show message. We will open a page. For upload document, we have upload documents page, and in the page container, otherwise it opens up in a different view, which we cannot, it doesn't look aligned, right? I think it will be the last if else, where I would be providing this whole syntax. Save, review and upload. No, this will be policy page. Policy page. If it contains policy page, then it opens a page which is a policy page. So drag and drop policy page over here. Okay, then it should be in the page container. Finally, Then what? I think directly we can open the page, or else just for our validation, I'm gonna put an if else, and this looks so clumsy. I will try to find out if we have any other shortcut way, because this doesn't, this sounds so big if you have a lot of pages, right? So let's go back and what is the last page we have? Okay, let it be, the last page is, I'll find it out from here. When I open the page, we had the policy page done. So the last page is review and upload, I think. Review and upload. Yes, that's the last page. Review. If it contains review, then I'm going to open that page. So perfect. Just close this, preview this, and we'll try to see if it's working fine. I don't think I have kept a page container for the last page open, but it's okay. Let's see this. So yeah, again, so there are a lot of videos on page switching. There are multiple ways. And also I forgot to mention there's one more thing that I wanted to tell is, so apart from this, selecting this way, like, binding it through data entity and all these things we have done, right? There's one more way that we can do, that is through choice set. Okay, so how we can do through choice set, I'm going to do a clear video again on it, because this has become so lengthy, and it will be easily accessible if it's separately on choice set. For whatever reason it may be, people can access and they can quickly get the information out of the video. So I'm going to make one more video. The next video is going to be on choice set, how you can use choice set to display the values in the drop down. That will be also an useful and informative video, so you can try to check out in that way as well. So yes, I clicked on this labels pages. This, I've got all of these pages. Okay, so I'm clicking on home page. It should open home page for me. So if you see, I have the page container, so it has opened me over here. So employee details page, it has opened me here. Then upload documents page, then policy page here, and then review and upload. So if you remember, I told you that review and upload, I haven't kept it in the page container. So that's why if you see, it has come into a different screen, right? So earlier ones were coming in the same screen, but in the bottom, at the bottom. But this has come into a complete different screen. So that's why I prefer using a page container. It will be in the same screen. Okay, so I can have the page itself, and the next page I can also see over here, and it will be easily available for me to switch, right? So that's why I prefer page container, and it depends on whatever the use case that you're working on. But yeah, you have already understood how we use a page container and how it will be differs if it is there and if it's not there. So yeah, that's all in this video. I'll see you in the next video. It is on choice set, how you can use choice set to display the values in your dropdown. So if you found this video useful, please do consider subscribing, share across your friends, and also don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to my channel. That will give me a lot of motivation. So there are a lot of videos that I'm going to come up soon, and on every day I'm posting content on UiPath apps, especially on VB apps, which is the latest one. So if you found them, please do consider subscribing, and also give me a thumbs up, and also do let me your thoughts, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be coming up with the greatest content soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.